be very rich tonight.
Oh shit, I'll turn off my sound from my phone.
I assume you've ticked the box, gentlemen.
Yes, I ticked the box.
Excellent. Well, good evening and welcome to GP2 around China this week. I'm joined by last season's F4 champion, Craig.
Hello?
And I'm also joined by new guy to XRL, Vendetta. Hello.
Wong Shang Hao, ladies and gentlemen, aka good evening.
So, any thoughts on the race ahead of you? Any ideas of who might get the win, the pole, both, neither? The weather?
I think Hamilton's got to be favourite
Wet.
after his win in Australia.
Oh, it's going to be an interesting race,
Very
wet race.
interesting. Well, it might be a dry race, yeah.
Mess everything up for some people. Yeah. So yeah, trying to. Matt got the podium last week, I believe, as well.
Yeah, I think it could be between Hamilton and Matt, and also Crazy Fish is now officially joined GP2.
Yes, impressive performance.
I see, yeah.
In a season debut for GP3 has earned him a quick promotion to GP2, so...
Congrats to him, yeah, great.
Congrats,
nice
and good luck to you, Crazy Fish. You might need it in the wet.
Let's hope it doesn't rain tomorrow.
I really don't care at this point. It's going to be great to not rain, obviously, but the rain could neutralise.
First cars on the track.
Cause chaos.
Karma and Steam.
Cars have suddenly decided to go out. Get a feel for the conditions.
Well, at least the good thing is, it's intermediate weather, it's not full wet weather, so it shouldn't be too bad.
Of course, yeah. Oops. They're all starting to go out now to set an early lap because, you know, conditions only get worse in the rain, so it's better to set a lap 2 seconds ago in these conditions than in the future, but Crazy Fish is following his teammate round. He'll be looking to get words fail me right now. See, this is what these
It's a
guys
busy
do.
track. only 2 cars remain in the pits.
Yeah. I think I know what they both do.
It's Custard and Gravedigger.
Yeah. It's Custard, formerly known as Jism, who, by the way, was Jism in last week's race to me because I didn't call him Custard once.
But his name is now turned to Custard, but we all know him as Jason. And
Karma gonna
come up and
start
start a
on
lap.
his lap. Yep.
Oh, and there's another one leaving the pit lane. Yellow helmet.
I think it's only Custard, the only one that's still in the pit lane.
And already we're down to just over 9 minutes of the session. Time flies when you're having fun.
Oh yes it is. You really got to get that bank lap in first, because you know, qualify's a lot shorter these days, so you have no time to make mistakes now.
Let's give people some actual telemetry so they can see what's going on. There we go.
Ice the best pushed the limits a little bit. Had a warning for crossing the pit lane on the exit.
Oh well.
First 2 sector times for Karma, 28.7 and 33.7.
See, what kind of times we expected in the rain? Like, normally they'd be doing like 33s, 34s on the dry, so... probably a late 30, early 30.
Late...
If you have...
I don't know, maybe one... Around 47 maybe? 45?
40, 5, 6 possibly, depending on if you can really nail the final few corners.
Oh, small mistake from. Oh, here we go.
48.7
48.7 for Karma.
That's a solid opening for Karma. Just quickly bounce straight
just
back
goes
down
quicker.
to P2 as Casio goes quicker, and Aero was set a, I assume, a banker lap at this point.
Hamilton
92
48.4.
thousandth of pole position there.
Ooh.
He might be a little annoyed with that, but never mind.
What's this?
There's Blaze Gators on the lap here. Just about to cross the line. And he crosses the line with a 150.9. An Eagle, who unfortunately lagged out.
Hey,
of
was
the
an Eagle
F1
in the
last
race
night.
last night?
Yeah, Eagle raced last night, but he's in GP2
Oh, okay.
technically. Oh, and he's struggling around that corner. Rear end got away from him a little bit, and Jism is finally on the track.
So far, Crazy Fish, the on his debut for GP2, sitting in P7. Very nice. Do we have a weather report for the race?
Perfect.
No, we don't. We won't
No
know the
idea.
weather.
Oh, the
Karma's
FIA
just got
didn't
second with a
give it to us.
148.4.
Nope. It's China, so it could be wet,
Shame.
could be dry, could be both. So I guess we'll see in about
Yeah, China is fairly unpredictable.
6 minutes.
Wow, look it up. The top
It's like
three are separated
it's like
by
Belgium.
less than a tenth.
Belgium in real life is unpredictable as well.
Just look how close the top three are. Less than a tenth of a second.
Still on board here with Jism as he approaches the end of his first. Well, I say that.
Oh,
Race
that's
best
so cold.
Doing
with
the
the pole.
slowest banker lap in the history of banker laps, which is slower than me.
48.1.
And across the line in 7 minutes and 10 seconds. Oh, 12 even. Never mind. Let's see if there's anyone else that's looking to go quicker. As we're on board with Driven Karma, who's
Oh, it's got very
made
deep
an
in the
absolute
hairpin.
mess of the final chicane, and that probably won't be the first time that happens across the week, especially if I'm driving tomorrow. It's, here we are. Here comes Hamilton, and he's done that better. And let's see where this. He's going to be close to provisional pole here. And get the final corner right,
Think he
which he
might.
looks to have nailed. Across the line, and yep, there you
Got it.
Oh,
go.
he's got it.
Yeah.
Provisional pole.
Wow.
What a lap.
4,000.
48.1.
Wow.
No,
Well done.
he's on track, and he's looking to go quicker too, so
This is going to be a close race if it's
a
wet.
nice tidy line through there in the chicane, although he seems to have gone a little too deep. We'll see if that compromises
I think
him
it's-
as he crosses the line though. Never mind,
There's the pit lane.
bailed. See now what? Casio would be pleased with this performance if he can stay where he is.
Yeah, he's on his outlap
Yeah, he's
right
done
now.
very
He's
well,
going
yeah,
for another
first.
run.
And on board with Crazy Fish now, who's on an outlap. Oh dear. bit sideways through there. Never mind.
You actually done that one yet?
Driven Karma's gonna try the full wets. Interesting.
Is he?
I don't think that's
Right.
going to work anyway. I know he's back on the Eaters.
Eagle seems to be.
I don't know. I mean, I've
On
seen
an
some
outlet.
couple guys struggling with the grip here and there. So, oh, he switched back to the inters. Okay.
As Aero prepares to take a lap. The spray seems to be getting thicker out there. The track is
Yeah, I think the road's getting
yellow
worse.
in sector 1, but that shouldn't bother Aero too much as he comes round the never-ending turn 1, turn 2.
I don't think these times are going to improve. I think the weather's coming down even heavier.
Yeah, I think it. Yeah, I think Hamilton may be on pole here. It's going to take something quite sensational to knock him off there anyway at this point of the session.
But it's shaping up to be a good race though, with how close people are though.
Yeah, I mean, if they're this close in the wet, then just think how many of them will be that close in the dry. Maybe some people are closer than they otherwise would be because of the conditions. Jism seems to be... It's automatic to call him Jism.
It's Custard. His name is Custard.
I know, but... Nah, he bailed.
We don't want to confuse the audience.
Well, you know. Have a point. Well, the match seems to be struggling through the back end of this sector, and Eagle seems to be out. He's just, yeah. End of qualifying, he's just had enough. Fair enough. Crazy Fish is into sector 3, but he doesn't look like it's going to be particularly good enough at this point, so I think this is probably just his penultimate banker and he's really going to gun it. He's got 10 seconds there or thereabouts to get off the line. Start a fine lap. Or completely ignore me and go straight into the pits. You know. I think it's the conditions
I
are
can't
just
see the
too wet
times
now to
improving,
improve,
yeah.
and Gagio demonstrates that by being
Yeah.
so wide through the hairpin that she may as well just give up and just be proud of
Yeah,
the
everybody I've
place.
seen is sliding about everywhere on the Inters now. I think it's full wet weather tyres.
Khan was really going for it and on board as he hits a wall.
He parks it there.
Oh dear.
Nice one.
His wheel's fallen off.
Where did you lose it?
Turn 2-ish. Yeah, I think that will be what you roll for qualifying.
Well, yes, that's a good start.
I mean, K77 Matt is still out there, but no, he's not actually. I think he's crossed the line actually, and he's just on his installation on back to the pits. That's me getting carried away with the drama going on out there. And, there we have the times. Hamilton has nailed pole position by the look of it. Eyes the best.
Only just though.
Yeah, a lot closer than Hamilton may have been expecting. And then Casio in P3. Karma, respectable P4. And Gravedigger P5, Matt P6. Jism's Custard in P7. Glazegate in P8, Aero P9, Eagle rounds out the top 10, and Crazy Fish just didn't really get a clean lap in. Starts 11th, and we'll have tyre choice for strategy.
Depends if the race is dry.
Any incident?
I wonder.
Just the one. Driven Karma terminal damage. So that's... Yeah, we saw that. Just about.
Sad to see that Croatia faced only out the one. He was the only one with the 1 minute 50 on board.
Yeah.
I just don't think he did get a proper lap in.
No.
I think he hit traffic.
Oh,
and
it's
then he
rained
just
for the race
couldn't
as well.
exit.
Oh, that's the thing with the rain. You gotta guess it. I mean, if it's gonna rain a bit harder, then you
Now,
gotta
is it going
choose
to rain
to
for the
go
whole
in
race,
early or
or
late.
is it going to dry out?
It looks
That's
like
going
it
to be the
might dry out
interesting.
at some point.
It'd be good if it does,
A
'cause that'll
completely
really mix
different
things
dynamic in that yesterday in F1 it started dry and became wet in the last few laps, but never really wet enough to take the intermediate tyres. Just while they set up for the race, what kind of weather do you want tomorrow for GP3?
I
I'd
would
rather
like
go
dry,
for
'cause
rain.
we've done a lot of practice.
But
Rain,
that's two
yeah.
different things, so.
Interesting.
I never like the rain, so if it's dry, it makes me happy.
It's a great view of the grid there from the P2 car as you look back.
No, I can't switch to a
Wait, how
car
can
yet.
you-
I'm still having.
How can you view the grid?
Press RB.
Yeah. Oh, there you go.
Oh yeah.
I figured, yeah, yesterday we were looking at the pit lane for about 3 years, so I figured you could look at the grid.
Yeah, got a nice
Something
view
different.
of Eyes the Best as Mercedes.
Yeah. Nice helmet too. Nice shade of yellow.
So, while we're waiting, who do you all think's going to win this race?
Well, the favourite has to be Hamilton at this point. He's put it on pole and presumably will be looking to keep it clean.
I'll
through
place
turn
my
one
bet
and
on Steam.
I'm
interesting.
going to go for Eyes the Best then, because he just missed out on pole. It was very close.
Yeah.
They all seem to
It
be very
was-
similar on pace in the wet.
I wouldn't rule Eagle out either at this point. It's pretty handy in
No.
these conditions.
Why is it taking so long? Are there any problems with the engines or something?
I think they're waiting to put the engines in the back of the car, yeah.
Oh, right.
Especially the
Probably
Ferraris.
somebody's gone to the toilet or something and just waiting for somebody to come back. Or
Yeah, I think they're just waiting to make sure everyone's ready so we don't have anyone disqualified for still being on the grid. There we have a slight alternate view.
Made a screenshot out of that.
I can't when I'm recording, but
That's why I found it for it.
that's right.
it's taken a little longer than I thought. I thought they'd be ready by now.
Just seeing if I can
I think they're waiting for the clock to hit the buzzer.
take any of these details and design my own Formula 1 car, because Motorsport Manager can do that. Available via Steam, apparently. I think they're waiting for someone to grab a massive sponge and just start, clearing up some of the water at the back straight. I think that's what must be going
Yeah,
on
that's
here.
one. Yeah, I think they're waiting for the weather to dry out.
I just noticed that not all the cars are aligned that perfectly, straight behind each other. It's a bit odd.
This should be a very good race.
Will be when the race starts.
There should be battles all the way down the grid.
Oh, here we go. Here we go.
We're
Here we
almost
go.
away here in China. Just waiting for the final few cars to be ready.
Oh, nobody complained they didn't have enough time to get ready.
No, certainly not. Oh, there we go. And 5 seconds. And here we go. There's the lights. And go,
Hey, we're
go,
off.
go, go, go. And Hamilton seems
Well,
to
Ice
lead
Vessel
Oh,
had a
neck
good
on neck.
start.
but Oz has
Oh.
space down the inside. And the optimal line
Oh, the
there's a
Ferrari
Ferrari off
goes
in the
Oh,
back.
somebody's
background.
gone wide.
That was Jism, unfortunately. Oz the best tucks in nicely to P2 there. Kaz had a great start, he's up to P3.
Oh,
Karma
slight touch there with the
Grave.
Renault.
Crazy Fish is up to P7 after qualifying last.
Oh, well, what a start he's
A great
had.
start. And make that 6th
Oh,
place
there's
as
a
he
Red
goes
Bull
down the
going
With the
inside
wheel
of
with the Red
Aero.
Bull.
With a little bit of contact, but
Yeah.
that's fine.
Arrow's losing a lot of places.
Aero's going to be fighting Matt down the second half of the lap.
Oh, and Karma's off.
Oh.
Karma's off. Karma's off.
Karma's going
Oh
on.
no. What happened to Karma?
There's a bit of contact with the McLaren.
And Ferraris are
he-
not happy right now. They're running 9 and 11. Yeah,
Oh, what a
Crazy
race
Fishes.
from Arrow though. I mean, Crazy Fish, he just won 6 places. He's on P5.
Yeah, that's a brilliant start. I think he's been taking a leaf out of Fernando Alonso's playbook. And there's contact in the background. There's a Toro Rosso in the grass. I don't know what's going on anymore. Don't even know who it is. It's Matt. Unfortunately, he's now at the back.
Yeah, Matt's been put down to last after that.
Didn't really see what happened there, but one can only assume it was just a little tap. In these conditions, that's enough to send you to a different racetrack. And
Red Bull
fast
going
lap,
wide.
obviously, the first time across the line. There we have it. Crazy Fish has gone up 6 places from the start. Aero has gone up 3. Grave and Eagle both 1 apiece. And unfortunately, Karma, Custard, and Matt have lost out by 3. 4, 6.
Still a long way to go, though.
And it is only lap 2 now, so 27 laps to go.
Because of that crash, Toro Rosso, K77 Matt, he lost a lot of time on that back
Yeah.
straight.
Unfortunately, yeah.
He's 3 seconds behind the pack.
He won't be too worried about that right now. He's he's going to be slightly more compromised because it's damp out there, but he still has the pace to slowly inch his way back into this.
Well, I would say it's good if safety cars comes out, but
That probably won't be happening.
That won't
Turn off.
happen.
Turned off.
Ooh, who's going wide there? Coming on the straight, it's Renault, it's Arrows losing 2 places. Ooh.
Yeah, Ice is keeping Hamilton honest here. He's not pulling away.
Yeah, that's impressive. Hamilton will be sort of sweating under that helmet already. And there's a fastest lap by Kaz in E3 there. Nice effort so far. Laserfish seems to be holding steady in P5 at the moment.
Arrows battling his way up, trying to get his position back from Glaciator. If I pronounced that correctly. 4 tenths behind him.
Yeah, they seem to be the closest 2 cars on the grid right now. About a half a
Is it
second.
me or my screen, or is it stopped raining?
It's certainly stopping. Yeah. It's not quite stopped yet, but it's definitely
Small mistake
almost
from the
there.
Ferrari there.
You can definitely see that the racing line is starting to become quite dry at this point as well.
So yeah, the next few laps we could see them all coming in for dry tyres.
Are they gonna try, like, I mean, depending on when they come in, they could probably just get away with one stop in this race.
They could just work on the mediums and go
It's
all the
going
way
to
to
take
the end.
another
Close.
few laps to be anywhere close to dry conditions
Arrow,
anyway. So.
try to outbrake. The
Yeah,
Ferrari.
he's certainly dropped
Almost
back a
crashed
couple of
into him.
tenths there, yeah.
And the gaps becoming to appear between all the drivers. 2 and 3 seconds here and there.
Yeah. Otherwise, he's still not fully out of the 1 second window of Hamilton, which would be important in dry conditions but not so much in the wet. Because as people know, the DRS is not available in the wet. So
Must be lucky enough for
so that's
Hamilton.
going to prove some sort of form of relief to Hamilton, as he can't get done on the straight with DRS. Well, having said that, he's certainly not pulling away from always the best either.
No, and Castro's not far behind either.
Caggio's certainly catching on to the back as well. And there's a bit of a gap from top 3 to 4, 5 and 6.
As the looks of it, I think it's going to be time for slicks in a few laps.
Or Crazy Fish has
As
gone wide.
Craig's saying,
Looked
Yeah.
at the inside.
He's certainly on the charge. Karma would like his
as
place.
Craig was saying
Come.
earlier,
Can
the
he get
track
it
is
done?
being dry.
Just a hairpin.
Crazy
Right.
Fish is defending.
Gone down the inside, but I think that might not be enough to get it done. No. Crazy Fish covers the move quite nicely.
Well done.
Always a little bit out of shape going into the final corner, which gives Karma a better drive out of the final corner, and he's put himself on the inside for turn 1. It's a good place to be. And
But
that
he's got it.
Oh,
forces
nice overtake.
Crazy Fish a bit wider than he would otherwise, but can he get the cut back?
Oh,
It's a great fight
There we
between Matt
go.
and
That's
it's
brilliant.
Custard as well.
side by side for both corners. I think Crazy Fish still
Wow.
held it.
That's great driving from Crazy Fish. Well done, sir. As we switch to the...
Well, he's got a bit wide though. Karma's going down.
K77 moved up to
Oh.
10th place.
Yeah,
Overtook it's Custard in turn 3.
Fortunately, the race director missed that one as he was focused on.
Oh,
the
and Crazy
on the-
Fish has nearly lost it there, and Karma's going down inside, and he's up to 5th.
That's great racing between the two of them. Well done, gentlemen.
Karma's
Oh, it's
direct
definitely
is
dry.
enabled.
DRS unable, yeah, like I said,
Right.
it's getting drier, so who's
Dr.
going in?
Seuss is
Who's
enabled.
going in?
I
Who's
don't
the first
think
one that goes in?
see, you won't get mediums to the end. That's the thing. So we can still see a 2-stopper.
I would go for the softs if I were Hamilton right
The
now.
softs in
I'd go-
these
yeah,
conditions
I'd go
are
for
the
softs.
better tyre to be on.
Yeah, I would have gone with
Absolutely.
super softs. Would not go
You
with
think he's
supers.
going in this lap?
I would. On the last game,
We'll
when
see.
the DRS is enabled, you would come in straight away.
Oh yeah, for sure. It looks like he's
I
gonna
think he is.
go straight
Yes, he's
on.
going in.
And
Yeah,
here
everybody's
comes
gonna
the
come in
party in
now.
the pit lane.
Everyone is going in.
It's gonna be interesting to see what tyres everybody puts on now.
I'm watching Hamilton. He's going for the softs, yes. And Ice the Best is going for
Softs as well.
softs as
Ice-
well.
Castro stayed out.
Caggio
I'm
didn't.
surprised he's.
Yes, he did.
Oh no, sorry.
He did go in.
Yeah.
They're all going
Sorry,
to the
putting this
softs.
first.
Everything's a little bit
It's
out
the
of
right
order at the
choice.
moment.
Arrow is
Everything's
going to
going
medium.
weird.
Well, Karma's gone for mediums, but I
Palmer's
don't
gone
think
for
mediums are
the
going to get you to the end.
for the brave. You know, you might. You never know.
Arrow.
Normally you need to get
The
on mediums
mediums could
on
go to
like
the
lap
end in
10.
theory from here.
You would
Maybe.
have to look after his tyres really
Custard.
well though.
In theory. I mean, there's a few alternate strategies going on, and definitely not surprised that Custard has gone for the medium tyre either at this point.
But for me, I would go on the softs, but everybody has their own
The
strategies.
Ferraris are on alternate split strategies at this point, so it'll be interesting to see who'll benefit the more, whether it's the lead Ferrari in P6 right now or Custard on the mediums. That'll unfold itself as the race progresses, clearly.
But the thing is, if you went to the mediums, correct, with a slight wet track, the medium takes longer to get some grip on this track because they
Yeah, exactly.
needs a lot of heat, and the softer tires they need less. So I think the softer tires is the best option for now to start
Yeah.
on. But if are they going for another stop after this?
Yeah,
So
yeah, they
yes.
won't get the softs to the end. They probably will go on another set of softs or supers.
They'll go soft, or aggressive, soft supers. Depending on how long he's got these, you know. He's probably going to be a double soft, double soft stint from this point for most of the field, but
Yeah, that's what I would do personally.
and there's a logjam at the back of the field. There's 11, 10, 9 and 8 are all within about a second of each other.
Oh wow, they are as well. What a train we got here.
And 3 of them will probably have DRS. So it's sort of a neutraliser for them, and unfortunately he goes at the front of this queue and he could get swamped in a couple of laps' time as they get ever closer. Palmer's looking racy right now on the mediums. He seems to have got them switched on straight away, as the Ferrari of Glazegators seems to be a little, I guess, struggling on the soft, but
Matt is getting closer to Arrow, driving in a turn.
he certainly is, yeah.
I think Eagle's holding them up.
Eagle is holding them up somewhat, yeah. But that's great news for Gism at the back, who's not getting
It's
too far
interesting
behind
though,
the
because
field to make the
both
mediums
cars
work.
are on a different tire.
Yeah,
Arrow is on a medium and Matt is on the softs. I can see that Matt is definitely faster than Arrow.
Well, Karma's got
so
Glazegate, he's up to 6th now on the mediums, so like you said, Matt, he's got those mediums working very quickly.
yeah, certainly got them up to. He certainly seems very comfortable right now on these tyres. And he also has DRS.
DRS
so
for Matt.
he should be. And there's a 141. Nope, a 40.9 from Kaz.
Yeah, Kaz's flying. Oh,
Inside
back
for
for the lead.
Matt. Takes P9. Oh. Just lost it there. Ghosting, I think he's recording there. Something happened on Matt.
Gism's lining up a move, but he's not quite close enough to get anything done on Matt into turn 1 this time around. I think Eagle's probably going to start
Interesting
pulling
to
away
see.
from the bottom 3 at this point. I think he's slowly getting his tyres working now. Whereas the others seem to have it working from the start, but now he seems to be pulling away slightly. Oops.
The Arrow is
Yellow in
definitely
sector
going for
2.
the long run.
Not sure what's going on there.
Oh, somebody's
I
having the
think
gate. A gate
it's
is going down the
glazed.
back.
Oh, he's
Gator's off the track.
gone
Yeah,
very
he's
deep.
off.
Unfortunately, he's taken a trip across the gravel.
Has he got any
That's-
damage?
He
Don't think
seems
so.
to have escaped unscathed apart from the excursion, but I don't think there's any damage now.
It's interesting to see where everyone is with their fuel. Arrow is running
Yeah.
with +3 laps at the moment, so he's definitely going for the long run. And
Yeah.
everyone else is sitting on.
Everyone's just pretty much on the
+1
limit
lap.
right now. apart from
Apparently
Eagle,
Matt
who's
has got a
close.
10-second penalty.
What has he been doing?
I've just been going for everybody, and I'll check on incidents. Actually, Glayton's got a 10-second penalty as well. Corner code and exceeded track limits.
Interesting. Okay, has gone to the pit lane. We'll see.
So he's got some damage on his car then.
I couldn't see any, but maybe he's
Probably
just decided to switch
switching
to
to
the
the
mediums.
mediums.
He's at the back now.
Yeah.
We may as well.
Yeah,
Oh,
front
no,
wing.
switch
they've
it.
taken off
There
the
we go.
front wing as well. There was damage. Unfortunate. And away we go.
Yeah, mediums
Back
to the end will be fine. So.
Hamilton seems to have pulled out enough of a gap to be comfortable now, but at this point it's probably his race to lose, but there's far too long to go for that to be a sure thing.
It's still very close.
It is close, but he's got above the 1 second window now, so
'Cause if he makes one mistake,
mhm.
eyes will be right there. But as well as eyes, I might try and do an undercut when they get near to the end of their tyres as well.
Hamilton's quickest again, 36.8.
Matt's trying to overtake Eagle for P7. Coming in the last turn at the moment.
Oh, he certainly is. We'll see what happens.
And Karma's less than a second behind Crazy
As-
Fish now.
Oh!
One of them seems to be lagging. Well, the whole
Lagging.
lobby's lagging right now.
Whoa.
Oh,
What's
there's
going on?
lag. The whole log. Oh my god, it's all lagging everywhere.
I don't know who,
Oh,
but
everyone's
Eagle's
lagging.
now a lap down. Apparently.
Yeah,
Oh,
apparently.
something's going wrong here.
What's happened?
Chinese food order.
How've they
that
gone to the-
happened.
How have they gone to the back when Gator was in the pit lane? And this is now he's sorted himself out again. It's bloody
He's
game.
sinking a little bit.
Weird.
Yeah, the game kind of had I don't know, just a weird moment. But Crazy Fish
decided
and
to
Karma are closed. Oh, and Crazy Fish has lost it.
Oh,
Crazy
he's
Fish is off.
kept
He's
it
lost
out of the
himself.
wall. He's kept it out of the wall though, so that's important for the rest of his afternoon. But he's probably
Yeah.
gonna maybe switch to the mediums earlier than he would like to.
I was about to say that Karma and Crazy Fish both closed up to the back of Gravedigger, and then all of a sudden, Crazy Fish just spun it on his own.
Ah. So the Morty Walker curse lives on.
And Custer's got
arrows
past Arrow.
going white. There we go. Yeah.
Go on, Jason.
So yeah, all the guys on the
The man
mediums are
is-
struggling a little bit, except for Karma.
I'm going to be keeping a very close eye on the gap between Karma and Gravedigger over the next couple of laps. But Karma's definitely on the charge right now.
And we've got Matt right behind I Am Eagle now as well. Matt's flying.
He certainly is. If he needs to clear Eagle this lap though, preferably. Yeah, I like what he's doing there. He's taking slightly weirder lines to try and force Eagle into a mistake, but Eagle's just focused on what he's doing, so... Another good battle. Looks to
Yeah,
be
you're
in the
not gonna-
offing here, Jen.
Yeah. We've had quite a few battles. Been a good race so far.
Yeah, lots of things happen. I mean, start of the race, some rain, early pit stops for the slicks. And very interesting overtakes here and there.
This is certainly the closest
Matt.
battle on the track right now between Eagle and Matt.
Yeah, everybody else is a bit spread out at the moment.
Well, that's cheeky. Apparently, for a split second, he came up with a casual and made no stops.
Yeah, I saw that as well.
Well done, Codemasters. Anyway, back on board with
Armour's
Matt.
not really closing
To
in
Eagle.
Gravedigger at the moment, so...
Definitely looks like Matt is just positioning Eagle for a move into either the final hairpin or start finish straight. But he's keeping enough of a distance so that his car doesn't become turbulent.
Yeah. He's going to be experiencing that horrible dirt, yeah, especially through these fast left to right as well.
Casio seems to be comfortable in P3 on no man's land on his own there. A few seconds, yeah. Hamilton's putting out a gap over. Oh, he's the best now.
Yeah, it's just over
Just
2
slowly,
seconds.
slowly increasing and pulling away. Now, open the DRS.
DRS opening.
There we go.
Don't know if he's close enough.
He
I
might
don't
try
think it's
and
gonna
just
be.
late brake. No. For a
Next
moment it
lap,
looked as though he
maybe.
was going to try it, but I think he just decided not to at the last second. Which is probably wise of him. Just wait till the next lap.
He's got plenty... Still got plenty of laps to do it.
Ooh. Excuse me. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it will see another pit stop around maybe lap 21, 22. For
Yeah,
maybe the
but-
super
yeah.
sauce.
Yeah, if they can hold it that long. They'll certainly put on a pair of supers to the end, or some people might just play it safe and secure and come in about lap 15, 16 and just fit fresh softs. Take them to the end. It's definitely the Sector 2
Oh,
yellow
there's a
flags.
yellow in sector 2. Who's that?
I wonder who that's for. I don't see anyone off track.
Well, Custard is
It's
now
the
up to
Red
set.
Bull Crazy Fish.
Crazy Fish
Oh
is
dear.
up again. Oh dear.
Yep.
Yeah, there we go.
He's losing some places. He went from P5 to P10. He's struggling.
Maybe he's one of the cars they've just been speaking about. That, oh, he's got no front wing. He'll definitely be in this lap. And he'll probably go to another pair of softs. This is going to be torture for him. Through the windy section and the...
Not a good debut.
That's not going to help him, no. Certainly compromised with no front wing coming down there. The place of the track where you really need the downforce.
Do some desync here.
Yeah.
It's lagging again.
Oh.
Now,
Oh.
has he really gone wide, or has the game just decided?
Oh, this is hard to see then.
It's hard
No,
to
that's
tell if he's
last
actually gone
minus
wide or
one
not,
lap.
but we'll stay on board as he attempts to make his pit stop, but we'll see what the game decides he wants to do. He's gone into the pits twice. Brilliant. That's,
Hey, when did Triple Carbon get Gravedigger? Oh, it's so messed up. What's going on?
now Crazy Fish is leading. What the hell is going on? What's going on? He's on super softs and he hasn't made his stop yet.
What?
This game is broken. Having said that,
He did win on super sauce. There we go.
yeah, I know, but
So what's happened to Gravedigger? Has he pitted? Because he's down to 7th now.
Grave is not. As far as I know, he hasn't pitted.
The only two.
Well, he-
There's
come from 4th to
Blaze Gator
7th.
with his cheeky don't stop strategy at this point.
the only two stops made are.
And now it's gone to two
Gator
stops
and
and
Crazy
all
Fish.
laps down. It's
Oh, yeah, Gravedigger
This
must
is-
have made a pit stop.
this is troubling to commentate on. I'm not sure what to do anymore.
Yeah, I don't know what's
Never
going on
seen so
here.
much lag.
Oh Jesus! Wow, that was horrible.
I've never seen it this bad before.
It is quite awful.
Will they feel it when they're driving, like in the race?
I don't think so.
I mean,
See-
is it just maybe for us, or is
Yeah,
it
that's what
for
I
the
mean. It
drivers
might not be
as
lagging
well?
for them in the game. Just might be just lagging for us.
Well, I guess we'll find out in podium interviews. Who wants to approach that subject?
Oh dear. Apparently, Calm is last.
He seems to be 4th.
Oh, and it's sorted itself out again. This is so confusing because it keeps moving everybody around.
This is brilliant, this, I tell you. The fastest lap of the race at this point belongs to K77 Matt with a 35.8.
Very
That's
impressive.
rapid.
Yeah, he's moving his way up. He's on P6. Hold on.
You still can't get past Eagle though.
No, he was definitely
Oh, migrating
Greg,
host.
Greg to the
Greg
left.
Digger left the session.
That might be
that
why it's
could
been
be the
lagging.
problem solved.
The Chinese
get-
shit just hit the fan.
Will you get the Greg Digger back in?
I think only the drivers can invite him.
No, I think it's friends only, that's how I got him.
That may be why it's been lagging a bit. Because
Okay. Matt must have had an incident because his car was ghosted, but he seems to be still here.
yeah,
Maybe he was inviting him.
I thought he was ghosted.
Yeah. Like I said, I'm not sure he needs to because unless he, I don't know, unless you can change it, set it up to private, but whatever. Anyway, the top 3 is still as it was on that one.
Apparently,
Graveyard
Greg Digger's
Digger is
car
going into the
has
pits.
pitted.
Arrow as well. That's an early pit stop.
Well,
Go
They
to soft again.
put another set of softs on. Yeah,
like I
best
said,
idea.
they're going in for a slightly early stop than normal and try and undercut people for a set of softs. I mean, it helps that he needs a front wing, apparently. So, there you go.
Is Crazy Fish actually on Super Softs?
Yes.
That really surprises me. 'Cause he's gonna have to pit again.
Well, yeah, if he's just put him on, I don't think he will. 12 laps, that's questionable, yeah.
Yeah, because he put them on I think a couple of laps ago. He will not get them to the end, or if he does, he's going to be really slow by the end.
It's going to be torture for his tyres towards the end for sure, but... Oh, check. He's made 2 stops. Yeah, he put them on lap... the end of 14, I think. Yeah. So he's had them on for 1 lap now. Just checking penalties. Warning for the race leader. 2 warnings for B2. 2 warnings for B3. Nothing for Karma. Good lad, keeping it clean. Just jinxed him off the track now, haven't I? Because I've said that. Eagles on 2.
Yeah, probably. You jinxed him last week.
Yeah, I feel bad about that. Yes. Hope he never finds out that I've said that, by the way. Yeah, Matt's on 2 plus 10 seconds for whatever that was. Chisholm's on 2. Grave.
Oh, DRS
Kept
going for
absolutely
Crazy
clean.
Fish, overtaking Gator.
Fish has
Start
1
finish.
penalty. Gator has 10 seconds. Warning and a stop goal penalty. That's unfortunate for him. That's probably the end of his points. Grave kept it clean. An arrow. 2 warnings.
Well, they're all going to get points if Grave can't get back in the race.
It's a good point.
Kaizo moved up to P2. The Isobest is in the pits. Another
Yeah,
set of
it's-
softs.
Going for soft, yeah.
He's going for the undercut.
It's a brave call.
Let's see what
Aggressive
Steam,
call. We'll see what happens.
Steam reacts on it.
Karma's
Next lap.
temporarily P3. But question is, how long can he keep these tyres operational? Can he
I
take them
still
to the
don't
end?
think he'll get to the
Or
end.
will he just think, forget it, and just come in a few laps and just whack on softs just to... And Jism has decided to pit.
No, he's
board
going to
with
be
him
the
as he
no, if
pulls
he's
in.
pitting.
He's
Surely Karma's going to be pitting.
surely going for a soft tyre here. Yep, there's the yellow wall tyres going on the car. But he is in P7 and probably will keep that. Because Crazy Fish, there's very little chance of Crazy Fish getting to the end on these tyres. But Jork did it yesterday. So maybe we've got another wizard
But
here.
he's not Jork.
No, but you're talking to a guy who wants to
Right,
Germany and got
surely-
points out of it. So, you know, it's possible.
So,
There's more
right,
than one
surely
wizard out
Hamilton
there.
has got to come in this lap. And he's not coming
He
in.
No, he's not coming in.
I don't think
Hey.
he needs to yet. I think he's just going to keep it absolute. He doesn't, you know.
Oh, is he going to put super softs at the end there?
Steam is coming in.
Yeah, Steam's gone for a new set of tyres, but I think
Okay,
Hamilton
yeah.
might risk it for supers and get a biscuit, or not. I'm definitely keeping a go. And yep, Karma's stayed out. His tyres still feel good to him. Oh, he's the best. Everyone seems
Good
to be
pit stop
staying
from
out now.
Honda there.
Yeah,
Apart from
Cashdo's
the
got in.
Nice quick start, but Matt's up to P5, Eagle P4. Unfortunately,
Oh, it's going to
Gray
be
still
interesting
hasn't
on the end of the
really
race
got
then.
there. Crazy Gator's hunting down Arrow, but with penalties, there's probably very little he can do about it right now.
And Eyes is catching Karma very quickly now. These fresh softs.
Yeah. 4 cars still yet to pit off their first set of dry tyres. Hamilton, Karma, Eagle and Matt. They've only stopped the once from inters to the tyres they're currently on. Could be
Right.
soft, mediums.
Hamilton's coming in.
Yeah, he had to come in.
He's got 22.8 on Karma.
He's got a good enough lead, provided nothing goes wrong in the stop, to get out.
And he'll be on super softs as well.
Yeah. 8 laps is just about manageable if you are pushing
Yep.
every inch of the track on every lap.
Yeah, he's still going to come out
Yeah,
and
he'll-
lead as
Karma's
well.
He won't
still
make
out
it.
there.
Karma's coming on the
He's
straight
best,
right
still
now.
out there, and yep,
Oh, straight behind him.
he's
Yeah,
right behind,
he's
but
got it now. He's got it now.
right.
Oh, Hamilton got fresher tyres.
Can
And
Karma
he's got the
hold on
supers.
for
Great
a
choice.
well-deserved podium at this point. We'll see what happens, but
See, Hamilton
well,
was
he's the
doing
best.
the
He's
same
lining up a
strategy that I
move,
was
and
thinking of.
Karma's not really fighting it at this point. He knows that tyres are not gonna help.
Yeah, exactly.
Next up for Eagle is Karma in P3. And that must be very satisfying for the young lad. Kajo still looking very racy in P5. We might be able to still get a podium out of this, and he's just gone round the outside. Down. He's just done Eagle, and Eagle's switched back on him again, and that's great racing. And Matt's in on this as well. He's right behind the pair of them, and
Oh,
there's
there's
going to be a
side by
DRS
side.
party down here.
Oh,
And Matt might be thinking, can I take both of these into the final corner? But I think he's too far back at this point, and one of them has DRS, so that's not going to be... Casio's gone for it,
Cashdo's going to go down the inside.
and he's pulled it off. Just about. That's a great move. That could be a podium earner, that.
Yeah, Karma's come into pits, and so has
Yeah.
Matt. Yeah.
Matt's in as well, yes.
Surely they'll
Possibly
be going on to
supers
the
to the end
supers.
for both of them. Surely. Yep. Supers for both of them. And Chisholm's just driving around as he tends to do. Keeping out of trouble and just not a great shine for my Ferrari boys out there, but you know, there's always next week. There's a great
Yeah,
battle
we
between
know what we
Aero
can do.
and the guys
Ice the best
fighting.
gotta watch his fuel. He's on minus 70 right now. He's already driving on lean.
Crazy Fish and Aero are having a ding-dong battle into turn 1 and 2. But Crazy Fish seems to have retained his place, but Aero is not going to give this up. Crazy Fish is on the supers as we've discussed, but can he go to the end is a question. I think in these conditions he had to try something different, but I think he probably did it too early for these supers. But we'll see.
Yeah, probably.
And Hamilton, no surprise, has gone fastest with a 34.7.
He's flying
Eagle
away
coming
now.
in? No, he's not. Eagle's the only one with a one stop so far. He's still driving on a soft.
Hamilton is 2 seconds quicker than anyone, well, 1.3 seconds quicker than anyone else out there right now. Apart from Eagle, who's yeah. Hamilton's on it right now, is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, Ice gotta
Can't
run.
do maths at speed.
Ice the best is running on lean at the moment because she's gotta lay it
Yeah.
off because she's running low on fuel.
I bet Ives will be very happy with second place.
Steam is alright with his fuel. Ice is on minus 60 at the moment, still running on lean.
Yeah,
And
he
he's losing so
he
much
should
time.
be fine, but he's in no danger of running out of fuel
Oh,
at this point.
He's losing like half a second per lap on Hamilton.
He will do on the supers.
Yeah. Hamilton's
And
just
he's losing a little bit of time
Yeah, and Crazy Fist is coming.
against Steam.
Ice is going to be vulnerable against
Steam is catching
Casio
up.
at this point. If he's having to fuel save as much as he is doing, Casio doesn't. Although he's minimal.
He's
on
going to have
fuel
to close
himself,
him up quickly
but
though.
He's it's not out of the question if he's half a second down on the leader and Casio's lapping around a little quicker than Ice. It's going to be an entertaining last couple of laps as Casio tries to steal second place. But I think Eagle's probably resigned to fourth place now, which is not a bad
I'm
result.
sure he's got
at
to come
all.
in, hasn't he?
No, I wouldn't say so.
He's done very well to make this a one stop.
Yeah, I mean, there's more than one wizard out there. He will have learned a lot racing with Jork yesterday.
I'm just keeping an eye on
well,
Karma
34.2
because
for
he's
Matt.
catching quickly.
Matt's just taken 34.2 and he's flying.
On the penalty sheet, Crazy Fish has a penalty, multiple warnings, 3 seconds. And it's Custard has a 3 second penalty as well.
Oh no, Custard finally got a penalty. And he's done no lap.
Oh, it's a shame though, he's doing well in 7th.
Gator has a stop and go, doesn't really matter, but he had ignoring blue flags.
Ignoring blue flags. Nice.
I didn't know he was that far down on the leaders.
No, same here.
I missed that incident, I'm sorry. Crazy Fish is just gone off the board in the
Yes,
closest stage.
Steam is catching up. It's 4.8 between him and
He's made
Ice
another
the
pit
best.
stop.
Just checking everybody.
4 seconds and dropping.
Karma's catching Eagle very quickly and he could be right at the back of him by the end of this race.
Certainly is, yeah.
Here he goes on lean again, Ice the best.
Unfortunately, Casio's on minimal fuel. He's like minus 0.0 at this point.
I can't see him catching eyes. He'll
So
just
I
settle
think
for
it's.
third.
I think it's unless something weird happens. I think this is probably going to be the finishing order at this point. Although Carmen might upset the apple cart a little bit if he's on as much of a charge as I know he can be. Eagle's probably just comfortable for fourth though. So
Yeah.
Casio's
Custer's
times
done
are
Aero.
around 36, 35 at the moment.
Custer has overtaken Aero
And
and he's held the position
I
to the final corner.
Nice.
Oh, he's blown it. He's gone wide into. Well, he's gone very wide actually. He's gone to Malaysia actually, but never mind. He's given the place back.
Ice the best is running 136 as the last couple laps, and Kaizo is running 135, 136. So it's but steady times,
Not
running the same time.
100% over, but it's going down the wire, I guess. Although he seems to have dropped back a little bit on this lap. The gap has just increased. Unfortunately, so. I think the real battle for the closing stage is between Arrow and Jism.
I think Arrow's put
Arrow's trying to break the toe. Jism's followed exactly the same move. Fascinating stuff.
It's down to 5 seconds now between Eagle and Karma, and they're on the same straight now.
Yeah.
Remember, Custer has a 3-second time penalty on the end,
Yes. I remember.
with 3 more laps to go.
I think he's probably just about fine in 8th place overall, even with the penalty, because Glazed is nearly 6 seconds behind. So he's got a couple of seconds to play with.
Yeah, if he keeps Gator over 3 seconds behind him, then he's fine.
Yep.
And the gap is now
5.9
3.5
today,
seconds.
but we'll see.
I'm sure Ferrari will have a good result tomorrow.
Well, we better do, because we're here. We'll talk more about that tomorrow, though.
Well, I'm happy to see a Mercedes driver in second anyway, with guys. So. Yeah, Karma is going to be right at the back of Eagle before the end of this race now.
That could be the battle then. Yeah, I think because he's backed off a little by the look of it. He just dropped 2 seconds behind Arrow. On board with Con.
It's been close like 2 seconds a lap.
Literally, Con on board. Those words in a different order make sense to some people.
Well, if anyone want to catch up with someone, they got to do it this lap.
What lap are we on now?
26.
26.
2 laps to go here in China, and it looks very much like the order that we've had most of the race is probably set now.
Except for Eagle and Karma.
Yeah, that's still the only battle that's deciding who's going to finish where, but don't one of them have a better
To be honest,
lead,
Matt's
don't
not that far behind either, so he could lose
they?
2
Matt
places.
is on the charge, but I'm not so sure. I mean,
Within a second,
if Eagle
Karma
holds
is
up,
on Eagle.
Matt like he was doing in the early stages of this race, Matt could be right in there on the last lap. For a
Oh,
shot at the
he's
fourth.
getting DRS.
Yeah, all this
Could be interesting.
On
Rich
board.
mode.
See this?
He's not
Surely
going on
it's
rich
gonna
mode.
happen. Surely it's going to happen.
He'll probably save rich mode for the last lap to hold off Eagle, because I assume he's going to get past him now.
Oh,
Slightly
close.
ahead.
Wheel to
Is it
wheel.
enough? No, it's very
Round
far
out.
away.
Oh, he takes him on the inside.
Oh no!
Oh, the
Eagle
wires
is
got touched. There was some contact there, I think.
Eagle went for some milk by
A
the
little
look of
bit of contact.
it.
Was it the front left tire from Eagle on the back right?
Seemed to
Of
be,
Carlo?
Their tyres
I
touched,
think it
but
was
because I think of
a bad
Eagle's lack
exit.
of grip now, and
Yeah,
surely
bad
with
exit.
lack of grip he's going to lose it anyway. So it was a racing incident. There's nobody at fault for that.
It's absolutely fair racing. I mean, I didn't see anyone turn in on anyone, so it's
No.
just one of those things,
And still,
unfortunately.
Eagle is on a one stop so far. He's the
But
only
to make a
one.
one-stop work around here, you are a wizard, so my hat is off to you, Eagle. Well done, sir. Jork has taught you well, clearly. Jork won F1 yesterday, by the way, for anyone that didn't know. Spoiler alert.
Close behind Karma is
Right.
Matt. 6/10
Yeah.
of a second. He's
He's
going
But
for
Matt
it.
has got
With
Matt
one more
has
lap
a
to go.
10-second penalty.
Oh, he has a 10-second penalty. That will drop him to 7th place? 6?
Yeah, it'll drop him behind Eagle, but he might get the gap on Eagle by the end of the
Unless
race.
he gets the gap out, because Eagle seems to be falling all the time.
Yeah, his
That's
tyres are dead.
6.8 now, so I think maybe he may just about get away with this if he's just 7 seconds now.
Oh, I see some rain.
Definitely. Oh, the rain.
Oh yeah, same here. Yeah.
Not early enough to conflict the end of the race for anybody, but it might catch the tail runners out on the final lap as they get round towards the, it's
Yep.
become slippery and greasy. It certainly might not help Eagle's tyres at this point. I think the damage is already done, and he's just trying to hold on there for 6th or 7th, 6th place. But Matt is really the decision maker. He's at 8.5, 9 seconds in front, so he just needs to. He's up to 9 now. And he's climbing all the time as he's getting some toll from Karma.
The last
There we go,
2
9.7.
turns for Hamilton there.
I think Matt's going to finish exactly where he is now, 5th place, even if he does overtake Karma. He'll drop again.
Yeah.
He's probably
P1
safe in the knowledge that
for
he's
Red Bull.
ahead of.
Yeah, he's got karma.
And across the line to win the Chinese Grand Prix is W.R. Hamilton.
Well done.
Who's led from the start and pretty much controlled the whole race. Well done, and Eyes the Best comes in P2 for Mercedes, and Cazo Steam has an amazing performance from McLaren into P3.
Oh,
Your old team
slight
Vendetta,
contact
you
between
must be-
Karma and Matt.
Oh,
Oh, Karma lost it. Karma lost it.
Karma's lost it.
Oh no. Is that might.
He just spun.
He should still finish ahead of Matt because he had
Is
a
there any
10-second
fault there,
penalty.
or-
No, he's lost it himself. Went too
Right.
deep in the hairpin.
And Eagle is across the line. P5 in the end.
Yeah,
Well
Matt
done.
finishes
With a
6th.
one stop.
Aero is coming round to secure 7th place. The result. Oh, or is he? He's lost the back end, but he's probably got away with it because he's far enough ahead of the Ferraris that it's not going to matter. Well, like I said, the tail end of the grid might get caught out in the last lap as it gets slipperier and greasier, and that's turned out to be the case for P4, 5, 6, 7, and 8, as they were very ginger around the final hairpin. I always want to keep calling it a chicane.
Face
but
just
that was wrong.
crashed.
Ah, well, never mind. I don't think he'll care at this point. He's 10th anyway. Yeah, it's.
He's just making a little show for the fans.
He's making a show for the fans who've paid to see somebody hit the wall. Clearly. There you go. Is he off the line yet? Just about.
Yes, he is.
With style. Very well done, sir. Now
That
comes
was
the
the
job
Chinese
of
Grand Prix for us.
inviting people into the party, people. Vendetta, I'll let you do podium interviews if you want to.
Oh Jesus, really?
No, you were on the podium last week. You should know what he's like. I've never been up there. I don't feel...
I honestly don't like interviews. to give him or to answer them, but
Yeah, you're doing them.
no.
I mean, it would be the only way I get on the podium is by doing the interviews, but they're not really for me.
And plus, I crashed out, so I don't deserve to do the podium talk.
No, you can do the podium talk, Craig.
No, I crashed out. I don't deserve it. You got podium last week, so you should do it.
Just get
All
the
right.
podium guys in. Don't worry about this. So there's the result. Hamilton wins. I was the best in second. Kaz gets an amazing third place. Karma fourth. Eagle fifth. Matt sixth. Arrow seventh. Jism Gator in the Ferraris 8th and 9th, Crazyfish 10th, and unfortunately Gravedigger never reconnected, so his AI finished in 11th place.
Guys, make sure you tick the box so everyone on the stream can hear you.
Your voices.
Everyone done that? Yep. Well, first of all, congratulations on your podium finishes. I want to go straight to the number one first. Congrats on your race, Hamilton, and please tell us what you experienced in the race and what happened, and we're eager to know.
Well, qualifying was quite tight between me and Eyes. Managed to pull out a great lap right towards the end, just to get pole, which was good because pole's important, especially with the race starting in wet conditions and no DRS, so it'll be easier to defend. Eyes pretty much kept me honest throughout the first two stints. And was pretty much on my back, and it was, I wasn't pushing too hard, but I was pushing to try and make a gap, and then he pitted early, trying to get an undercut, but I just managed to manage my tyres and keep my pace consistent, and then went in for the supers, and then after that I was able to pull away, because then I just started pushing for lap times and started going for quali laps until my tyres started to die. So after that I just kept my pace consistent after that, so it didn't drop off too much. It was good enough for the win, so I'm happy.
All right, congrats again. Well, a question from by my personally. Did you have any trouble with your first? Well, I think it was the second stint, like on your soft tires when it was drying, the track was drying when you went to softs.
When I went,
did you have any trouble on those tires?
Yeah, the car was still a bit slidey. The track was still a little bit wet, but I just kept it in lean for the first 2 or 3 laps to minimise wheel spin and keep the traction as much as I could. I had a little wobbly moment at one point coming out of after turn 1, going into turn 2 and 3. Where getting a decent exit out of there is really important, and it was still really slippery there, and I had a little bit of a moment there when I first came out of the pits, but apart from that I was pretty fine, to be honest. I was just waiting for the track to properly dry up before I could actually start getting on the accelerator properly, and not to take any risks. Obviously I was in the lead, so I had everything to lose if I binned it, so yeah, I just kept it nice and calm, so not to lose the car. And yeah, and like I said, Eyes kept in touch with me. He said to me he thought this was where I was going to pull away, but he still managed to keep within 3 or 4 seconds of me for most part of the second stint on the softs. So yeah, it was good. It was a good race. It was good that I didn't obviously go off into the distance, because that's boring.
That was a very good race. Matt, Craig, you have a question for the race winner?
Well, we're asking the questions. Oh, crap.
Maybe you want to ask him something. If you don't, then I'll continue
He's
on.
basically covered. He's basically covered everything, really. So there's nothing much else to ask.
All right then. We'll move on to the second place. Was it Ice the Best? Congratulations with your podium finish, and tell us what you experienced in the race and yeah, well, everything. Tell us.
First of all, congratulations to Hamilton. I felt like I had the pace and I was the quicker driver in the wet, but I couldn't quite. The dirty air was stopping me from making the move into the first place. And then when the weather started to dry up, I had a feeling he might slightly pull a bit of a gap to me. But I was keeping him pretty much honest on the first soft stint. And then when it went to the second stop, I thought it was going to rain earlier than it did, but yeah, I made the wrong decision on tyres and he went off into the distance then. But it was a good race. Steam kept me honest most of it as well, so yeah, it was good.
For you, the same question. Were you struggling on your tires on your first stint or the second? Well, basically the first after the rain.
No, it was all right. I just took it easy. Put it like Hamilton. I put it in lean for a couple of laps just to get used to the grip, and then when the grip came, that was it. It was okay.
Yeah, I've seen you driving in the last couple of laps on lean because you were having some trouble on your fuel.
Yeah, I really underfueled the car at the start, I think, because it was meant to rain at the end, and I thought it'd come probably with about 4 or 5 laps to go, and the plan was to save obviously my fuel then when it started to rain at the end, but it never came. So luckily enough, I had a 6-second gap to steam, so I could just kind of manage the lean fuel.
All right. Well, again, it was a great race and congratulations. Moving on to P3, Kaizo's team. Kaizo, please tell us what you experienced in the race and what happened.
Qualifying's pretty good for me. The race, it was a bit slidey. I couldn't really find much grip, but I thought I had more pace than that. But coming on to the second stint, it was a bit slidey. Couldn't really find the traction. Struggled a little bit for a good couple of laps. Then
all right.
at the end.
Short and powerful. Wonderful. Nice. Well, again, guys, congratulations with your podium. Matt, if you want to close it off, if you don't have any questions for the guys, and
Yeah, there's
Do you think?
no further questions from me. So this channel will be live again at the same time tomorrow night, where GP3 are going to be giving a go in the cars on the track. So that'll be us three. So thanks for tuning in tonight, and speak to you soon. Thank you for
Arrivederci.
tuning in. Congratulations, everyone.